Hi everyone, my name is Lana Mustafa and I'm the Executive Director of Montclair Community Farms, and our mission is to educate and engage communities through farm food and health.
I'm Devin with NOFA New Jersey. We're here at the beautiful Montclair Community Farms in Montclair, New Jersey to talk about TOPP and the challenges urban farms face in obtaining organic certification. TOPP is a USDA program. It's the Transition to Organic Partnerships program where folks like NOFA New Jersey, PCO, our other NOFA chapters throughout the Northeast, and some folks down south. It's actually nationwide, but our region is the Northeast. We're providing mentorship, technical support, education, community building, and networking to support opportunities to transition to organic and to support other farms that are actually practicing organic.
Hey Devin, welcome to Montclair Community Farms.
Let me check it out. Can you tell me a bit about the organic management practices that you have here?
Yeah, so we try to keep it as organic as possible. Some of the things that we do are mulching, we do cover crop planting, interplanting, especially because we're growing in raised beds and we're trying to maximize usage of the space. We don't use any kind of pesticide or insecticide. Sometimes we even hand pick our plants.
And feed them to the chickens?
Feed them to our lovely chickens. We compost all of our chicken manure, use that in our beds.
And you said this was just overgrown, it was a jungle beforehand?
At one point there was nothing here, absolutely nothing, just overrun by invasive weeds.
And now you've got all kinds of pollinating plants around, you're interplanting in all these beds.
Absolutely.
Lots of organic matter coming back and building up a nice soil for future use. This is great.
So we manage 2 urban farm sites here in Montclair. We are at 108 Orange Road on Montclair History Center property. As you can see behind me, we grow mostly in raised beds, 100% organic. We grow everything that you'd find at a typical farmer's market with the help of our wonderful staff and summer interns. We run a farmpreneur program which employs inner city youth over the summer. And they come out, they learn all about farming, agriculture, and they also help make value-added products.
Love seeing so much of what's growing here. Can you talk about what you got?
Yeah, so this bed is a perfect example of how we use interplanting to kind of maximize not only the use of the space, but to help suppress weeds. So you have the tomatoes growing nice and tall, you have a lower level plant like basil, which is also a companion plant, and then the nasturtium serving as a weed suppressant and also food.
And it's attracted all kinds of pollinators and fun-friendly bugs. And
exactly.
Making the most of, the limited space that we do have.
Yeah, and that's something that's very important, especially when you're growing in an urban setting and in raised beds. Montclair Community Farms was started with the help of a coalition. Some of our coalition members include the Montclair History Center, Montclair State University, Rutgers 4-H, the Montclair Health Department, and Home Corps, and each one of our coalition members kind of contributes something to support us. For example, the land that we are on is donated by the Montclair History Center. So here at the farm, we try to use organic practices. It's really important for us to teach our young people the relationship between the earth and their food and what we can do to help preserve that.
Can you talk about a few of the other challenges? With becoming organic certified or following organic
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, first of all, awareness. I had no idea that we'd actually qualify to certify organic as an urban farm. And then upon investigation with some of the information you gave me, some of that record keeping just sounded so daunting. I was like, how are we going to do this?
It scared you away.
It definitely was intimidating. And then I think for us, the financial factor is like a big deal for us. We're such a small organization managing so much and so little. That it really kept us out of the application process.
If you can get the reimbursement, having to pay up front can really mess with your cash flow.
If you're waiting a year to get reimbursed, that's a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, you're probably already keeping enough records where just slight adjustments in how you kept the same records, you could make it accommodate the organic certification process.
We want to be able to work on it, And the more we network and learn from each other, the more possible that would be for us.
Taking the words right out of my mouth. So through TOPP, the Transition Organic Partnership Program, we would hopefully work with PCO and link you up with a mentor. Ideally, somebody who is an urban farm that has gone through the certification process can help guide you on steps A through Z and getting and maintaining that certification.
Yeah, we'd love that. We'd be really honored to be one of the urban farmers doing that.
And it's sad, but it doesn't surprise me that you didn't even realize you could become certified organic.
That's what happens when information isn't shared across the board.
Well, we're trying. Hopefully, you know, showing off Montclair Community Farms helps us get the word out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Devin.
Yeah, that's great. Can we check out the meadow?
Yeah, let's do it. For us, we do a lot of education. So like having the kids come out into the garden, see the various types of food growing, like the difference between a tomato and a cucumber, a squash plant, and then also have them see like the importance of pollinator flowers and native plants, and then see the bees, not only like honeybees, but like also like bumblebees or carpenter bees. And it just like full circle gives them like this sense of like being one with nature, not to sound so
reading
cliche.
my mind, but I was trying to articulate what this is, but everything feeds into it.
It's hard to make those connections though when you're so disconnected, and then being here, it's like you see all the interplay happening, like even like the chickens eating the scraps, but then us taking like the manure and using it in the beds, and like understanding like all these little minute details. It's like fully encapsulating information, you know. It's like really great for them.
Beautiful urban oasis, not only for the ecosystem, but also for the community at large.
Absolutely, yeah.
One of the things that's getting tricky is, what is an urban farm? How do you define what an urban farm is? How do we make sure that you're protected so that we can keep this farm a farm?
Yep.
Do you have any ideas on, or any thoughts on that?
As far as what an urban farm is, I really think it could be anything people put their minds to. It could be as small as a tiny plot with a couple raised beds, right? You're growing food. You're growing food that's literally nutrient dense as it gets. And then some of the challenges is just like awareness and like reminding people how important it actually is to grow your food locally and what that really means. How that implicates like children's development, right? It's like, you want your kid to eat healthy, instead of yelling at them at the dinner table, no, grow a plant with them. Like grow some string beans and have them eat it right off the plant. You know, that's how you instill like a good foundation and connection to your food source, and eventually healthier eating habits. So a lot of education is important for urban farms, and a lot of like community support. You know, if you're talking about health and equity, it's like every community should have a space like this. That this is how you do it naturally.
Truly. And to think that some people don't makes me really sad.
I know. It breaks my heart. So we really do try to reach people of all ages, demographics, and try to meet our community wherever their needs really are. Like you see our little kids leaving right now from Newark. They'll probably hit the chickens. It's one of their favorite things to do when they come on these field trips.
Would have been the best day of my week if I was their age. Still is the best day of my week being out here. Come on.
I'm telling you, growing up, like, I don't know if we're still recording, but like growing up, one of my favorite field trips was actually like visiting a farm and like holding a baby chick for the first time.
You didn't smuggle it home and try and take care of it?
I totally was plotting. Like, I don't think my pockets were big enough, but I definitely wanted to. And then later in life, like just becoming a chicken keeper, like those kind of foundational things stay with you. And the more that kids learn and experience, the better their life quality would be.
What is this? This looks awesome.
This is our farmers market on wheels. This is the mobile farm stand. We take this little cedar shed to our local senior housing centers, to the Montclair Public Library, to different farmers markets in Newark, roll down that window, put all our beautiful produce, and we give back to our community.
Tell us about your markets.
So last year we started accepting the FMNP and WIC vouchers, which have been huge in supporting our sustainability. Part of that is offering on-site markets. So 2 days a week we put out a table, we put out our offerings, whatever's growing right here in the garden. And here's some of the things that we have. We have like kale, some bok choy, some end of season peppers, which are great right now, some tomatoes. We usually have lettuce, radishes, anything that's coming right out of the garden.
Lana, thank you so much for this awesome tour.
We're so happy to have you, Devin.
I'm really excited to try and give folks like you more support and find ways for urban farms to become organic, certified organic.
Absolutely.
And for all of those of you who are interested in certification or transitioning to organic, visit organictransition.org or visit NOFA NJ.org. Get in touch with us. We're happy to provide the support that you need.